And we are getting ready for game 3 of day 1 of the Smoky Mountain Showdown. Live from McMinn County High School in lovely Athens, Tennessee. It's the host team, Athens Prep, versus Orangeville Prep out of Canada. But Orangeville Prep will actually be the home team on the scoreboard. Orangeville Prep is powered by Shamar Rathan Mays and Tyrese Samuel, among others. They've got a couple of changes in the starting lineups. A couple of guys missed shoot-around, and so they will not be starting. Projected starters for Orangeville Prep are number 1, Justice Prentice. Number 3, Shamar Rathan Mays. Number 0, Jefferson Koulibaly. Number 13, Giovanni Scott. And number 15, Joe Jones. Projected starters for Athens Prep are number 3, Tyrus Bainham. Number 5, Darlin Sohn Dubar. Number 11, Christian Jackson. Number 23, Felix Gu. And number 2, Evashaw Lowry. Lowry elevated to the starting lineup for Keyshawn Davidson, who was out with a torn ligament in his foot. He is out for the year. Hate to hear that for him as an individual and also for the team. He was such an important part of what Athens Prep does. Orangeville Prep is a little bit shorthanded. They've got guys taking the ACT. Today is ACT day. There are a lot of young men taking the ACT around the country and in Canada as well. So best wishes to all of them so they can get qualifying scores and help themselves move on to the collegiate level. So up next will be Orangeville Prep versus Athens Prep. We will go to public announce for the official starting assignments. All right, those are your starters. Athens Prep, the visitor on the scoreboard in red trimmed in white. Orangeville Prep, the home team on the scoreboard. They win the tip in white trimmed in black. Shamar Rathan Mays. Over to Justice Prentice, to Joe Jones on the right baseline. Joe spins, hook is no good. Rebound, Christian Jackson for Athens Prep. Tyrus Bainham thought about the 3, thought better of it. Gets it down low to Felix Gu, and Gu is fouled. That foul committed by Joe Jones. That is his first, team first. And to the free throw line, shooting a pair, Felix Gu. He misses the first. And he didn't even get the rim on that second one. So we remain scoreless. Basketball will go to Orangeville Prep. Giovanni Scott looking sleek out there. He passed it to Shamar Rathan Mays, who gets the runner in the lane. And a foul committed by Shamar Rathan Mays, his first team second. Orangeville Prep, when they're clicking on all cylinders, is as good offensively as anyone in the grind session. When they're clicking on all cylinders. We'll see if they are tonight. They look good so far. Shot no good there by Darlinson Dubar. Rebound Giovanni Scott up ahead to Shamar Rathan Mays. Giovanni Scott cues up the 3 ball. No good. Rebound Evershaw Lowry to Christian Jackson. He drives the lane. Blocked by Joe Jones. Long rebound pulled down by Rathan Mays. Pass ahead to Justice Prentice, and he is fouled. That foul committed by Evershaw Lowry. That is his first team first. Orangeville basketball on the inbounds. Giovanni Scott almost loses it. Saves it, gets it to Shamar Rathan Mays. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Rathan Mays into the lane. He gets it to Joe Jones. Layup is good. And it's execution like that makes them look very crisp at times. 4-0, Orangeville Prep. Darlinson Dubar to Evershaw Lowry in the starting lineup to replace the injured Keyshawn Davidson. Dubar to Tyrus Bainham. Tray ball, no good. And we've got a foul. That foul committed by Giovanni Scott. It is his first, team third. Darlinson Dubar, baseline, cross court to Christian Jackson. Tyrus Bainham. Darlinson Dubar for 3, and it's good. It was good the second it left his hand. Beautiful looking shot there by Dubar. 4-3, Orangeville Prep. Joe Jones, and no good. A foul committed by Darlinson Dubar. That is his first, team second. And to the line, shooting a pair for Orangeville Prep, Joe Jones. Free throw no good. Second free throw also no good. Evershaw Lowry up front to Tyrus Bainham, back to Lowry, to Darlinson Dubar. Christian Jackson, he's going downhill. Elbow, thought about a jumper, decided against it. Darlinson Dubar, top of the key, tray is good. Dubar looks hot. His rotation on his shot has been gorgeous the first 2 times around. If he can keep it going outside, he's a good slasher too. He's going to be a tough, tough decision on how to guard for the rest of the night. That was Jefferson Koulibaly dealing it over to Justice Prentice. Baby hook, no good. Joe Jones, offensive rebound, shot no good. Baby hook in the lane, Joe Jones. So Jones staying active in the paint. He's got 4. Darlinson Dubar in lane, no good. Long rebound is picked off by Justice Prentice. Tray ball, Jefferson Koulibaly. Air ball, Joe Jones saves it to Giovanni Scott. He gets it to Justice Prentice, and he'll restart the offense. Shamar Rathan Mays. And Justice Prentice loses the ball off his hands. Don't know how. It just popped right off his fingertips. Basketball will belong to Athens Prep. Darlinstone Dubar being guarded. It was being guarded by Giovanni Scott. Switched off. Jefferson Koulibaly is on him. Into the lane. That was Jordan Schwente. Shot no good. Rebound, Giovanni Scott. Giovanni Scott in the lane. Reverse layup. No good. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Joe Jones. And it will belong to Athens Prep. We're all tied up at 6. Athens Prep has a pair of three-pointers from Darlinstone Dubar. Orangeville Prep has 4 from Joe Jones and 2 from Shamar Rathan Mays. That's how we get to 6-6. Christian Jackson in the lane to Jordan Schwente. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Schwente. So Orangeville Prep will take possession. 10:48 to go in the first half, and all tied up at 6. Jefferson Koulibaly to Justice Prentice to Shamar Rathan Mays, top of the key. Rathan Mays drives, and he is fouled. That foul committed by Avishal Lowry. That is his second, team third. Orangeville Prep with the basketball. Joe Jones layup is good. He has scored 6 of his team's 8 points so far in the first half. Tray ball, Christian Jackson, no good. Justice Prentice comes down with the ball for Orangeville Prep. Shamar Rathan Mays with a beautiful layup. What an athletic move on that shot. 10-6, Orangeville Prep. Tyrus Bainham to Darlinstone Dubar. Dubar to Jordan Schwente. And Darlinstone Dubar being guarded by Joe Jones. Jones steals it. Giovanni Scott. Layup is good. Giovanni Scott goes coast to coast. And Orangeville Prep has doubled up on Athens Prep, 12-6. We got timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout called by Coach Tyler Sofiantino of Athens Prep. And with 9 minutes, 12 seconds left to go in the first half, our score, Orangeville Prep 12, Athens Prep 6. And Athens Prep missing Keyshawn Davidson very badly, trying to find a way to get themselves in rhythm. Darlinstone Dubar hit a pair of early threes, and that's been about it for them. Dubar is going to have to find a way to keep the scoring output high if he and Athens Prep want to claw their way back into the, well, they're not out of it. They're only down 6. But they're really not looking all that fluid right now offensively. But this is basketball, folks. It can change in the blink of an eye. Elbow jumper, no good. Tyrus Bainham. Loose ball picked up by Jefferson Koulibaly. Giovanni Scott crossover into the lane. Layup is good. Giovanni Scott with 2 quick baskets in the last minute for Orangeville Prep. 14-6. Largest lead of the contest thus far for the Bears. 8 points. It's Darlinstone Dubar, left baseline. Into the lane he goes. He gets it to Tyrus Bainham. Baseline, Bainham up and good. 14-8, Orangeville Prep. Justice Prentice looks like he's running the point right now for Orangeville Prep. Into the lane, Jefferson Koulibaly. He is fouled before he attempts the shot. The foul committed by Isaac Spears. That is his first, team fourth. Giovanni Scott, layup is good. He's got 6, and the lead is 8, 16-8. 7:54 left in the first half. And we've got a foul on the play. That foul committed by Justice Prentice. His first, team fourth. Matthew Alexander Moncrief and Tyrese Samuel will check into the game for the first time for Orangeville Prep with 7:40 left to go in the first half. Evershaw Lowry shooting 2. He makes the first. Samuel and Alexander Moncrief missed shoot around this morning, so they were benched to start the game, but now they're in. You just added a lot of offensive firepower if you're Orangeville Prep. Joe Jones off the pass from Giovanni Scott. Jones has 8 and is 18-10. Orangeville Prep on top. Foul committed by Joe Jones. That is his second, team fifth. Tough basket by Darlin Stone Dubar. 18-12, Orangeville Prep. .6:59 left to go in the first half. Orangeville Prep with the basketball. Shamar Rathan Mays on the baseline to trigger. He gets it to Tyrese Samuel. Matthew Alexander Moncrief touches the ball for the first time in the contest. Tyrese Samuel, step back jumper, no good. Rebound, Darlin Stone Dubar. He tries to get it up front to Tyrus Bainham. Pass was too tall. And so turnover will give the ball back to the Bears. 18-12, Orangeville on top by 6. 6:36 left in the first half. Rathan Mays running the point now for the Bears. He gets it to Tyrese Samuel. He drives baseline. And I think we have an offensive foul call. Yes, we do. Offensive foul called on Matthew Alexander Moncrief. That is his first, team 6th. Into the front court, Evershaw Lowry for Athens Prep. To Jordan Schwente, that shot is blocked by Tyrese Samuel, but I believe Samuel is called for the foul on that. Yes, Tyrese Samuel called for the foul. His first, team 7th. And so to the line, shooting 1-and-1 for Athens Prep will be number 4. Jordan Schwente. Okay, he's in active shooting, excuse me. Stand corrected, so Schwente will have 2. Into the contest for Athens Prep, Isaac Spears, number 1. replacing number 3, Tyrus Bainham. All right, and so Schwente makes the second of 2. 18-13, 6 minutes left in the first half. Orangeville Prep has gone into a bit of a lull here. And Tyrese Samuel ends it with the layup. Samuel can score points in bunches. Foul on the play. That foul committed by number 3, Shamar Rathan Mays. That is his second, team 8th. And to the line, shooting 1-1, Evershaw Lowry. Lowry 2 for 2 for the line so far tonight for his only 2 points. And Lowry makes the first. And Lowry misses the second. Rebound, Tyrese Samuel. Shamar Rathan Mays, shot fake. Swings it over to Jefferson Coulibaly. To Tyrese Samuel, back to Coulibaly. Coulibaly tried to connect with Tyrese Samuel, missed it. Evershaw Lowry missed in transition. Offensive rebound and tip was no good by Fred Mwangasa. And Athens Prep had 3 shots at it and came up dry each time. We've got a foul on the play. Foul committed by number 2, Evershaw Lowry. That is his third. And team's 5th. Orangeville Prep basketball, 4:58 to go in the first half, and they lead by 6, 20-14. Jefferson Coulibaly to Matthew Alexander Moncrief to Tyrese Samuel. Alexander Moncrief to Coulibaly. Coulibaly into the lane, kicks it back out to Matthew Alexander Moncrief, but then we have a 3-second call on Tyrese Samuel. Into the contest for Orangeville Prep, number 22, Kenny Ngasu. Ngasu seeing the floor for the first time this evening for the Bears. Over the timeline is Christian Jackson. Athens Prep is running some weave action up top tonight, and it's been working very well for them. It's causing Orangeville Prep to jump out and have to make switches, and some of them have not been favorable defensive switches for Orangeville Prep. Nice wrinkle for Athens Prep. Tray ball no good there by Fred Mwangasa. Here comes the Bears. Here come the Bears. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. And he is fouled. That foul committed by Fred Mwangasa. That is his first and the 6th team foul on Athens Prep. Matthew Alexander Moncrief makes the first. 2 free throws. Into the contest for Athens Prep, number 12, Gabriel Machado. Second free throw no good. Tyrese Samuel with 2 offensive rebounds, and the second one he tips in. Samuel with 4. And the lead is 9, the largest of the game for Orangeville Prep, 23-14. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Long tray ball is good. Isaac Spears out of nowhere for Athens Prep to beat the shot clock violation. Justice Prentice over to Jefferson Koulibaly, back to Prentice. And thrown away there by Kenny Ngasu. Matthew Alexander Moncrief with the spectacular shot block. Here comes Orangeville Prep the other way. Justice Prentice into the lane. He drops it off. And the basket is good by Kenny Ngasu. Tray ball short. Isaac Spears, rebound. Tyrese Samuel. His pass is stolen by Isaac Spears, and the dunk by Gabriel Machado. So Athens Prep has trimmed their deficit and forced Coach Tony McIntyre to call timeout. 30-second timeout by Orangeville Prep with 2:24 left to go in the first half. And our score is Orangeville Prep 25, Athens Prep 19. If you're Tyler Safiantino, you've got to like the pace of this game, similar to Jeremy Kipnis in the last contest. He knows he's missing some offensive firepower without Keyshawn Davidson, and so they've been able to slow this contest down. And to keep Orangeville Prep to 25 points with 2:24 left to go in the first half has been quite an accomplishment by Athens Prep. Orangeville with the basketball. Athens Prep sets up, and it looks like they're going to fall back into a 2-3 zone. Matthew Alexander Moncrief free throw line jumper is good. 27-19, Orangeville Prep. Fred Mwangasa, shot no good. Kenny Ngasu with the rebound for Orangeville Prep. Tray ball on the way, Justice Prentice, no good. Strong rebound, Fred Mwangasa. Lob dunk is good. Christian Jackson. 27-21, Athens Prep has trimmed their deficit to 6 with 1:24 to go in the first half. Tray ball from the corner is good. Jefferson Koulibaly. 1:10 to go in the first half. And the lead is 9. Orangeville Prep 30, Athens Prep 21. Christian Jackson into the front court. Jackson floater in the lane, no good. Rebound, Jefferson Koulibaly. Stolen. That's Fred Mwangasa. Nice, beautiful Euro step. Mwangasa with 44.4 seconds left in the first half. We've got a timeout. 30-second timeout called by Orangeville Prep. So that's their second and final 30-second timeout of the first half. And our score is Orangeville Prep 30, Athens Prep 23. Pace has picked up and become very brisk the last minute or so. You've got to wonder if Athens Prep doesn't want to slow it down and ugly this game up a little bit more heading into the second half. The host team, Athens Prep, trails by 7, 30-23. To the visitors from Canada, Orangeville Prep. Orangeville Prep actually traveled out yesterday right before a snowstorm. If they would try to travel today, they would not have been able to make it. Same snowstorm caused Minnesota Prep to cancel out. They had 3 games scheduled, but they could not get out of the blizzard in Minnesota. 30 seconds left in the first half. Six seconds left on the shot clock. Matthew Alexander Moncrief drives into the lane and is fouled. A foul committed by Fred Muangasa. That is his second. And the team's 7th. So Matthew Alexander Moncrief will shoot 2, and he makes the first. 31-23 Orangeville Prep with 17.7 seconds left. Misses the second. Kenny Ngasu gets a big offensive rebound for the Bears, and the shot clock is off, so they can take the final shot of the first half. Up by 8, 31-23. Matthew Alexander Moncrief leans in, shot no good. Rebound, Isaac Spears, long shot is no good. So we will go into the half with the Bears of Orangeville Prep 31, Athens Prep 23. We hope you are enjoying day 1 of the Smoky Mountain Showdown. Live from McMinn County High School in beautiful Athens, Tennessee, just outside of Chattanooga. This is the 3rd game of the day, and our halftime score, Orangeville Prep 31, Athens Prep 23. Next up, the final game of the day 1 of the event will be at 9 p.m. Mountain Mission versus Prolific Prep. So we hope you stick around and watch the second half of the action with us. We'll be back in about 4.5 minutes. LaMelo Ball with the rebound.
He wants it. Yep.
Oh! Emmanuel Shimungo.
That's a big time shot.
Oh my goodness. By Aspire. Wizards lob back door to by LaMelo. Look at that underhand. No,
I think there needs to be a different matchup there.
that is not what. Oh, Terry! And our score at the half is Orangeville Prep 31, Athens Prep 23. This is day one, game 3 of the Smoky Mountain Showdown, live from McMinn County High School in Athens, Tennessee. And here's our first half scoring summary for Orangeville Prep. They were led by Joe Jones with 8 points, followed by Giovanni Scott with 6. 4 each from Matthew Alexander Moncrief, Shamar Rathan Mays, and Therese Samuel. 3 from Jefferson Koulibaly and Kenny Ngasu with 2. For Athens Prep, they were led by Darlin Stone Dubar with 8. 3 apiece by Avishal Lowry and Isaac Spears. 2 each, Tyrus Bainham, Christian Jackson, Gabriel Machado, and Fred Muangasa, and 1 point from Jordan Schwente. Athens Prep looked a lot more proficient on offense than they have recently. The weave action they were running late in the first half actually looked very, very good. So after having lost Keyshawn Davidson to a torn ligament in his foot, it looks like they're starting to figure out how they're going to put the ball in the basket. So they're going to have to continue doing that at a higher rate in the second half. And if you're Orangeville Prep, you had to be encouraged by Tyrese Samuel and Matthew Alexander Moncrief scoring 8 points between them in limited action off the bench. That's 2 of the most athletic players in the entire grind session. And if they get going, Orangeville Prep can go on a run and score points in bunches. All right, so after this, our next game, our 9 p.m. finale for the evening, Mountain Mission versus Prolific Prep. So stick around for that action. We'll be back in about 45 seconds or so for the start of the second half. Orangeville Prep 31, host school Athens Prep 23. And it is Athens Prep basketball to start the second half. Avishal Lowry running the point in the absence of Keyshawn Davidson. Tray ball, no good. Christian Jackson, offensive rebound, Avishal Lowry. Matthew Alexander Moncrief pulls down the second, Kieran, for Orangeville Prep. Shamar Rathan Mays at the point for Orangeville Prep. To Matthew Alexander Moncrief, back to Rathan Mays. Pass stolen by Darlinstone Dubar. Avishal Lowry. That's his first field goal of the evening. That trims the deficit to 6. 31-25, Orangeville Prep on top of the host school, Athens Prep. Athens Prep in a 2-3, and they are very active in this 2-3. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Back out to Justice Prentice to Joe Jones. Jones kicks it to Shamar Rathan Mays. No good. Darlinstone Dubar with the rebound. Pass up front to Tyrus Bainham. And the deficit is 4 for Athens Prep, 31-27. Shamar Rathan Mays to Alexander Moncrief. Rathan Mays to Justice Prentice. Rathan Mays, long tray from the top of the key is good. Shamar Rathan Mays with 7. 34-27, Orangeville Prep back up by 7. Tyrus Bainham to Christian Jackson. He goes baseline, cut off there by Tyrese Samuel. Darlinstone Dubar, floater in the lane, off the glass. The bank is open on a Saturday night for Darlinstone Dubar. He's got a game-high 10. 34-29, Orangeville Prep up by 5. Trying to figure out how to attack this Athens Prep 2-3 zone, which has been very active. Into the middle it goes to, I think that was, yes, Tyrese Samuel. They cut it cross court to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He tries to get it to Joe Jones, and it is saved by Tyrese Samuel. Fadeaway 3, no good. Shot clock violation. Basketball will belong to Athens Prep. 13-14 left to go in the game. And down by 5, 34-29. Darlinstone Dubar, step back, thought about the tray, thought better of it, passes it cross court to Tyrus Bainham. Bainham puts up a 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Justice Prentice. He gets it to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He tries to pass it to Shamar Rathan Mays, stolen by Darlinstone Dubar, and stolen back by Justice Prentice. And he is fouled by Christian Jackson. That is his first, Athens Prep first foul of the second half. Shamar Rathan Mays over to Justice Prentice. Matthew Alexander Moncrief being guarded by Felix Gu. Justice Prentice into the lane. Floater is good. First basket of the evening for Justice Prentice. 12:20 to go in the game. The lead is 7, 36-29 for Orangeville Prep. Tyrus Bainham to Felix Gu on the baseline. He tries to get it to Avishal Lowry. Pass is stolen away by Joe Jones. Or Rathan Mays to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He gets it to Justice Prentice. To Shamar Rathan Mays, 3, no good. Rebound, Christian Jackson. Jackson will go all the way. Shot is blocked by Joe Jones. Out of bounds. Ball will belong to Athens Prep. Isaac Spears and Jordan Schwente into the contest for Athens Prep, replacing Felix Gu and Avishal Lowry. Darlinstone Dubar into the lane. He took steps. Travel called against Darlinstone Dubar. Basketball to belong to Orangeville Prep. Shamar Rathan Mays over the timeline. Swinging around the horn. Back to Shamar Rathan Mays. Tray ball on the way. Justice Prentice, no good. And Joe Jones secures the rebound and is poked away from behind by Isaac Spears. Picked up by Jordan Schwente. Schwente going coast to coast. Ball out of bounds, last touched by Orangeville Prep. (36-29). Orangeville Prep in the lead. And the shot is good. Justice Prentice is fouled by Christian Jackson. That is Jackson's team second of this half. So Prentice with 4 points all in the second half. And he makes the and one. That takes it out to a 10-point lead for Orangeville Prep, 39-29. I believe that's their largest of the game. And that will trigger Tyler Safiantino to call timeout. And it's a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout here as well with 10 minutes and 32 seconds left to go in the contest. Our score is Orangeville Prep 39, Athens Prep 29. We hope you are enjoying day one of the Smoky Mountain Showdown, live from McMinn County High School in Athens, Tennessee. This is a grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports, and we will be back in a moment. I'm Leroy Watson on play-by-play. And the basketball belongs to Athens Prep. Down 10 and a half minutes left to go in the game. Darlinstone Dubar working hard, coming off some screens, but Giovanni Scott recovered nicely and stayed with him. Tyrus Bainham elevates in the lane, and it's good. Tyrus Bainham has got to get going for Athens Prep. He's only got 6. He and Dubar have got to pick up the pace. 16 points between them. 39-31. Orangeville Prep on top of Athens Prep. Tyrus Bainham checking Shamar Rathan Mays for a moment. Rathan Mays into the lane. He gets in the air. There's nowhere to go. He tried to get it back out to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. The pass whirls out of bounds. How about whizzes out of bounds? That's the word I was looking for. 9:42 to go. The lead is 8, 39-31, Orangeville Prep. Isaac Spears gets it to Christian Jackson. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson to Darlinstone Dubar. Long tray ball, no good. Offensive rebound is pulled down by Jordan Schwente. He gets it back out to Christian Jackson. New shot clock for Athens Prep. Darlinstone Dubar elevates, and no good. It did everything but go down. But then Giovanni Scott loses the rebound out of bounds. So once again, a new shot clock for Athens Prep. 9:01 to go in the game. 9:01 means a lot to me. I'm from the 901 area code in Memphis. Just a coincidence, folks. I promise I didn't plan it this way. All right, here we go, Athens Prep. Their third shot at it. this trip down the floor. Darwin's own Dubar with a beautiful jab step. No good. Joe Jones with the rebound for Orangeville Prep. They get 3 stops. Matthew Alexander Moncrief loses the ball. Christian Jackson, he's going to go coast to coast. He runs into Giovanni Scott. Giovanni was not set. That foul is the second on Giovanni Scott, and that is the first of the second half on Orangeville Prep. Matter of fact, there have only been 3 fouls called in the entire second half. 2 on Athens Prep and 1 on Orangeville Prep. Christian Jackson to the line to shoot a pair. First free throw is good. Jefferson Koulibaly into the contest for Orangeville Prep, replacing Shamar Rathan Mays. Christian Jackson makes both. And Athens Prep has climbed within 6, 39-33, 8:38 to go in the game. Matthew Alexander Moncrief with 10 to go on the shot clock. Justice Prentice to Giovanni Scott. Giovanni shoots the 3, no good. Offensive rebound, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. And he is fouled. That foul committed by Jordan Schwente. That is his first team 3rd. And to the free throw line, shooting a pair, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Alexander Moncrief misses the first. Into the game, Avishal Lowry, Fred Mwangasa, and Felix Gu for Athens Prep. They're going big as they can go anyway. They've got Darwin Stone Dubar, Fred Mwangasa, and Felix Gu on the floor. That's their 3 biggest players. They're pairing them with guards Isaac Spears and Avishal Lowry. Second free throw is good. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, who has been rather quiet tonight. In limited action, he's only scored 5. Lowry drives, gets it to Gu. He missed it. They control the offensive rebound. Darlin Stone Dubar, deep right wing, picks it up. And Athens Prep gets one more shot at it. Down 7, 40-33. Into the lane, Dubar, and he's fouled. A foul committed by Matthew Alexander Moncrief. His second, team second. 7:38 to go in the game, 40-33. Orangeville Prep on top. Orangeville Prep has led pretty much the entire game. As a matter of fact, they have led the entire game. Tray ball, no good for Athens Prep. Giovanni Scott drives baseline, gets it to Matthew Alexander Moncrief in the lane. He passes it back out to Justice Prentice. Joe Jones, excuse me, that was to Justice Prentice. Joe Jones is fouled. He is fouled by number 14, Fred Mwangasa. That is his 3rd, team 4th. And Joe Jones to the free throw line, shooting 2. And he makes the first. Christian Jackson into the contest for Athens Prep, replacing Darlin Stone Dubar. And Jones misses the second. Rebound is controlled by Fred Mwangasa. Mwangasa, tray ball is good. 41-36. Athens Prep has trimmed their deficit to 5. Jefferson Koulibaly. He gets it to Justice Prentice for 3. And Orangeville Prep answers with a 3 of their own. A foul committed by Justice Prentice. That is his second, team third. Stolen. Justice Prentice. Layup is good. So Prentice has scored a quick 5 points in the last 10 seconds. And that pushes the lead back out to 10, 46-36. Into the lane, Avishal Lowry, no good. Rebound, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Giovanni Scott with the dunk in transition. And that will force Coach Tyler Safiantino to call another timeout. It's a full timeout. So with 5 minutes, 58 seconds left to go in the game, we will step away with our score. Orangeville Prep 48, Athens Prep 36. We hope you're enjoying day one of the Smoky Mountain Showdown, live from McMinn County High School in Athens, Tennessee. A grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. And we will be back in a moment. It is Athens Prep basketball, and they desperately need to rally. They had once trimmed it down to 5. Orangeville Prep answered with a 7-0 run. Darlinstone Dubar. Reverse layup is good. He's got 12 for Athens Prep, and the lead is 10, 48-38. Giovanni Scott in the lane, offensive foul. He put his shoulder down. Darlinstone Dubar sacrificed the body. Giovanni Scott called for his 3rd foul, team's 4th of the second half. Dubar into the front court for Athens Prep. Over to Avishal Lowry, back to Dubar. Isaac Spears back to Darlinstone Dubar. Step back 3 on the way. Looks short. Yes, it is. Christian Jackson, offensive rebound. He gets it to Isaac Spears. Shot blocked by Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and then up and in. Darlinstone Dubar. 48-40. They have cut it back to 8 once again. Joe Jones, in the lane. He's got 11 now, and the lead is back to 10, 50-40. 4:42 to go in the contest. Tyrese Samuel for Orangeville Prep and Felix Gu for Athens Prep getting ready to check in. That shot was blocked by Orangeville Prep. In transition, Jefferson Koulibaly can't get it in. Joe Jones with the block, but then Tyrus Bainham with the offensive rebound and the stick back.
how much the difference is 30 to them is different.
So with 4:17 left to go in the contest, it is Orangeville Prep 50, Athens Prep 42. Athens Prep playing good defense. They've been mixing it up. They've been playing a lot of 2-3, and the 2-3 has been effective. But the defense of Orangeville Prep has been very impressive as of late. Orangeville has 6 block shots on the evening, and I believe 3 of those have come in each half. So they've been protecting the rim very nicely here in the second half. So Athens Prep back in a man-to-man. Jefferson Koulibaly to Justice Prentice, back to Koulibaly. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Joe Johnson, no good. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Orangeville Prep. So with 3:51 to go in the contest, Athens Prep down 8 with the basketball, 50 to 42. Avishal Lowry, the new starting point guard after the injury to Keyshawn Davidson last weekend in Graves County. Darlinstone Dubar over to Christian Jackson. 3 ball on the way. It's good. Christian Jackson for 3 has cut the deficit back to 5, 50 to 45. Athens Prep once again clawing back into this thing. Matthew Alexander Moncrief to Jefferson Koulibaly, no good. Rebound, Tyrus Bainham. In transition to Avishal Lowry, and he is fouled. That foul committed by Tyrese Samuel. That is his second, team 5th. Avishal Lowry into the front court. 3 minutes left in the contest. They can make this a 1-possession game. They can cut it down to as little as 2, in fact. Christian Jackson, no good. And he is fouled. I think Joe Jones got him. Yes, that foul is on Joe Jones, his 3rd. And that is the 6th on Orangeville Prep here in the second half. And to the free throw line, shooting 2, Christian Jackson for Athens Prep. Down 5 with 2:52 left. First free throw is good for Jackson. Orangeville Prep 50, Athens Prep 46. Shamar Rayton-Mays into the contest for Orangeville Prep, replacing number 1, Justice Prentice. Christian Jackson makes both. It's a 3-point game, 1-possession game, 50 to 47. This is the closest Athens Prep has been since early in the first half. Matthew Alexander Moncrief, and he is fouled. A foul committed by Felix Gu. That is his first, team 5th. And to the line, shooting 2, Matthew Alexander Moncrief. He makes the first. Alexander Moncrief misses the second. And we've got a foul on Tyrese Samuel on the rebound. That is his 3rd, team 7th. And so now Athens Prep in the bonus the line shooting 1-1. Darlin Stone Dubar. He makes the first. It's a 3-point game. He misses the second. Rebound pulled down by Tyrese Samuel. Shamar Rathan Mays. To Jefferson Coulibaly, back to Rathan Mays, back to Coulibaly in the corner. Rathan Mays, left wing. He kicks it out to Matthew Alexander Moncrief for three. No good. Offensive rebound, Jefferson Coulibaly. To Shamar Rathan Mays up top near the jump circle. Rathan Mays into the lane. He kicks it back out to Jefferson Coulibaly. Tray ball, no good. Christian Jackson with the rebound. And Jackson loses the basketball to Jefferson Coulibaly. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. Do they call continuation? Yes, the basket is good. And the foul committed by Felix Gu. That is his second, team sixth. Clutch basket by Matthew Alexander Moncrief. That pushes the lead back out to 5, 53-48, with the free throw coming. And he missed it. Rebound to Athens Prep. Tray ball, Darlin Stone Dubar, it's good. The lead is 2, 53-51. 1 minute, 12 seconds left to go in the contest. Athens Prep is as close as it's been since early in the contest. Tray ball on the way, Jefferson Coulibaly, no good. Christian Jackson controls the rebound. He gives it to Darlin Stone Dubar. Dubar for three, and it's good. Athens Prep takes their first lead of the contest. What a stirring comeback by the host team of this event. They have not led all game, ladies and gentlemen, and with 50.4 seconds left, they take their first lead. So we will take timeout on the floor. 50.4 seconds left to go. And our score, Athens Prep 54, Orangeville Prep 53. We hope you're enjoying day one of the Smoky Mountain Showdown. This is a grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports, live from McMinn County High School in Athens, Tennessee. We'll be back in just a moment. Athens Prep takes their first lead of the evening with 50.4 seconds to go. Here comes Orangeville Prep. Shamar Rathan Mays. Almost stolen there by Tyrus Bainham. Rathan Mays asking for a screen. Matthew Alexander Moncrief dives right baseline. Gets it out to Shamar Rathan Mays, no good. Rebound, Darlin Stone Dubar. 22 seconds left to go. You would think Orangeville would foul. And they're calling for a foul. Yes, the coaching staff was calling for a foul. Matthew Alexander Moncrief. That is his third, team's eighth. With 16.5 seconds left to go in the contest, Felix Gu to the free throw line. He is scoreless on the evening. Athens Prep has found the answers to not having Keyshawn Davidson in the lineup. Gu misses the front end of 1-and-1, and we've got timeout on the floor. Orangeville Prep timeout with 12.3 seconds left to go. So we'll take our final break of the game. Our score, Athens Prep 54, Orangeville Prep 53. It's day one, game 3 of the Smoky Mountain Showdown, live from McMinn County High School in Athens, Tennessee. A grind session event brought to you by Tanager Sports. I'm Leroy Watson on play-by-play, and we will be right back. .3 seconds left to go. Shot clock is off. Shamar Rathan Mays to Matthew Alexander Moncrief. 3-ball, no good. Offensive rebound, Shamar Rathan Mays. 3 on the way. Jefferson Koulibaly, no good. Darlington Dubar gets the rebound and it's over. Athens Prep leads the game one time, and that is at the end when it counts the most. Our final score, Athens Prep 54, Orangeville Prep 53. What a stirring comeback for Athens Prep. And Darlington Dubar, who carried the scoring load in the second half, is our player of the game. 21 points for Darlington Dubar. Dubar, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. So we will have our interview with Dubar in just a moment. So in a thrilling comeback, the host school storms back down 14, and they complete a 54-53 victory. Congratulations to Darlington Dubar, player of the game.
Thank you, sir.
Darlington, you guys do realize you did not lead until 50.2 seconds were left in the contest.
Yeah, I know that.
Fighting uphill all night, down by as much as 14 on 3 different occasions. Tell us what the mood was like during timeouts and at halftime.
We was down at halftime. I told my team just keep going, keep working, don't give up. This game is an easy win. It's a winnable game. And my team listened to me, and we fought back and played hard.
Now, you guys have really been struggling offensively since Keyshawn Davidson went out with the ligament tear in his foot. Mm-hmm. It seemed like late in the second half, something clicked, and you guys realized, okay, this is what we need to do. Is that the feeling that you get, that you have figured out now what to do without Keyshawn?
Yes, sir. We just got to move the ball and play together. That's it.
It's been a rough start of the campaign for you guys. How important was this W tonight, especially at home?
It was a very important win. We let everyone know that we can play with any team out here, and I think that woke up the team. We played them all. We just got to be ready to play them all.
Absolutely. So tomorrow you will play Aspire Academy right here.
No, Bella Vista.
That's right. I'm sorry. You will play Bella Vista. That's going to be a tough matchup, but it looks like you guys, you're awake, you're ready to go.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations again, Darlington Dubar. What a thrilling comeback, down by as much as 14. Athens Prep wins it at the end. So we got one more game left today. That will be Mountain Mission versus Prolific Prep. If that game is anywhere good, close to as good as the first two, it's going to be a dandy, so don't go anywhere.